So it's day 15 of the vegan plant-based challenge here, and yay, I'm officially, past that halfway point. Gotta love my coffee. Um, there's been a lot of benefits to doing this, and I didn't do it for weight loss or fitness purposes. This is more of an experiment to see how strong I can be, as far as willpower goes. I really love steak, and pork and pretty much all types of meat. Go ahead, dirty jokes here. Go ahead. But for real, I feel that by denying myself so far, and now that definitely I'm in the last leg of this challenge, I can do it. It's great, to know that I can do this, and to know that I have the willpower to stick through it. It's one that my family really begged me not to do as far as challenges go, because they know how I get sometimes when I'm hangry, hungry, angry. And it used to be sort of the go-to to have a bag of jerky available in case, in case the angry ink bear here, I'm tattooed up, so whatever. It was a nickname my wife gave me. In case I decided that I couldn't handle it, or they wanted to have jerky available. And I really thought within the first week or two, my wife was going to violently fling a bag of jerky at my head and tell me, just fucking eat it. But so far that hasn't happened. Yay! I'm really looking forward to the reward that I've set for myself. On March 1st, I will have a nice steak dinner, maybe even, I'm pretty sure I have some fish in the freezer that I caught this past summer that I need to eat. And so I might do a, sort of a surf and turf type situation. And like I said, I'm looking forward to that, but I also feel like if I couldn't do that, it's not as big of a deal. One of the first things that I noticed here, though, is that it's not cheaper. Like a lot of vegans will tell you, oh, veganism is so much cheaper. No, it's really not. But it's not that much more expensive than eating meat. So there's that. It's very similar. Overall, I feel that that's something that's important to discuss, though, is that veganism is not actually a cheaper option if you're buying whole fresh foods, produce, not buying stuff from a can and whatnot. It's just not cheaper. It's not really much more expensive, but it's not cheaper. And that's a lie that a lot of people have told me along the way in order to try and influence me and get me to try a vegan lifestyle. Oh, you'll save money. No. It's absolutely not true, at least not in my part of the country. I live in Maine. Fresh produce in the wintertime probably isn't as cheap as it would be in a place where they don't have to ship it as far. So that might be a factor. But as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and say my bank account is not any better off because of a vegan existence for the last 15 days. So there's that. Another thing I will say is I am impressed with how much more energy I seem to have when I'm working out. My dog in the background there. I shame my dogs now because they won't go vegan. I'm so much better than everybody because my meals don't include murder. I knew this moment would come where, that enlightenment would kick in, and I got the right to tell everybody how horrible they are for including murder in their meals. Let's not even focus on the fact that science has proven that plants actually can tell when they're being eaten, so to speak. So yeah, they I guess they can feel it too, but it's different. It's okay. Seriously. It's okay. It's okay to murder plants that can tell they're being eaten, as opposed to a quick kill. Okay, sorry. I don't know where I'm going with this. Nobody watches these anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm off on a rant, and it doesn't fucking matter because nobody watches these. And that's okay, because I'm doing this more for myself anyway. I don't care how many likes these personal challenge videos get. I'm kind of chronicling this for myself so I can look back and say, look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I've done. I've been thinking about next month's challenge, and I think I'm going to go for a relatively easy one. Doing 100 push-ups a day. Yeah, that's a good physical challenge, and shouldn't be too hard. I often, when I'm working out, do over 100 push-ups throughout the course of a workout anyway. So while it's a physical challenge, it's also a bit of a discipline challenge, making myself actually take the time to do 100 push-ups every day, so that should be interesting, because there are days when I don't really feel like getting up and doing much of anything outside of going to the gym or whatever. And it's easy for me. I fish for a living. I work on a lobster boat as a stern man. It's easy for me this time of year to get a more sedated lifestyle. There's nothing going on. So making myself get up and do 100 push-ups a day throughout the course of the day, heck, maybe all at once, depend. I'll see how it all works out. I think that will help me find the motivation to get up and do other things too, because it's very easy when you don't have to get up and be on a boat at 4:30 in the morning to say, well, shit, I'll just hang out in bed all day. So that's my next challenge, and I'm not sure. I think maybe for April I might try something of an intellectual challenge. Maybe, force myself to read for at least an hour a day. That's something I haven't been doing as much anymore. Is reading. I don't know yet though, so we'll see. Anyways, if there's anything you want to say to me about my little mini rant on being better than everybody because of not including murder in my dinners, please go ahead and leave a comment. I'm more than happy to engage in any sort of conversation about it, as long as we can all really remain civil. It was really just a joke. I don't think I'm better than anybody at all. That's not who I am. But let the comments fly.